Awesome. Live. What's good, everybody? There's no one here as of right now. So I'm here talking to myself. Anybody? Aha! Okay, what's good? I'm gonna guess it's Marcelino in the... Alright, so we're gonna continue. Yep, episode 3. Turnabout Samurai. Let's go. Grah! You have disgraced me for the last time, Steel Samurai. The pale moon of the sky cries for your blood. What the fuck am I looking at? The moon? No, it is you who should gaze upon the moon. For it will be the last moon you ever see. What am I watching? What the shit is that? See you in hell, evil magistrate. Whoa! Grah! The warrior's sword gleams and strikes in the moonlight. One has fallen, but who? Only the moon knows. Don't miss next week's exciting episode. The Dark Messenger returns. October 14th, 5:31 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. So that was interesting. You know, just whatever. That rocked! See you in hell, even magistrate. Whoa, stop waving that broom around. Oh, Nick, I didn't know you were here. Of course I'm here. What was that surreal show you were watching? What? Nick, you mean you don't know the Steel Samurai? Oh, so that's why it looked so that weird. He's only the most popular TV hero for young people. Young? Like, how young? 10 years old? Then what the heck are you doing getting all excited? Hey, I'm only 17. That's 17, see? I'm a teen, not like you, Nick. Hey, don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 24 myself. Oh, hey, we're the same age! Nick, you and I are the same age. And we have the same name. Okay, yeah. Let's... Then watch it with me. He's really cool and it's really popular. When they asked grade school kids what they wanted to be, Steel Samurai was #1. I really worry about kids these days. Gramps. Well, the Steel Samurai's over. I guess it's time to close up the office. I guess. Wish we had some clients. A month had passed since my trial. Mia's murder was the talk of the town for some time. But no one paid any attention to the Wright & Co. law offices. How am I going to pay the rent this month? Damn. It'll be okay. I'm sure some big client is just around the corner. October 16th, 8:14 a.m. Phoenix Wright's bedroom. Why are we in the bedroom? I don't want no weird ass scene. This is not my atheist server. I couldn't resist. Bring, bring. I pinked it up, it said yellow. Hello, this is Phoenix. Nick! Maya? What? It's so early. It's the Steel Samurai. The Steel Samurai got arrested. Huh? You mean the guy on that show? Yes! They're saying that the Steel Samurai killed a villain. Isn't that what he's supposed to do? Yeah, on TV. Yeah, on TV. No, I mean he actually did it in real life. He skewered a villain with a samurai spear. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Just come to the office quick, please, Nick. October 16th, 9:22 a.m. Wright & Co. I'm gonna laugh if there's an October 31st fucking law. Maya's here, watching television. Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers plays the lead role in the popular kids show The Steel Samurai Warrior of Neo-Old Tokyo. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. The victim was Jack Hammer, who plays the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. The samurai spear was also found stuck to the body. Police believe this was the murder weapon and are investigating further. This has to be a joke. No, 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 it's a nightmare! The Steel Samurai is over! The world is over! Who the fuck is calling now? Yes, right in co-offices. What? Nick! It's the Steel Samurai! What? Yes. Yes, of course. We'll be right there. Let's go, Nick. Go where? They have the Steel Samurai down in detention. So what? So I've decided this will be our first case. Well, what should we do? Nick. No. Just... What are you doing? The story I'm about to see is true. What should we do? How can you just sit there like that? We have to get down to the detention center and meet the Steel Samurai. Does she want to investigate this case or just do some sightseeing, I wonder? My money's on sightseeing. We don't have enough information to make a case yet. Just admit it. You don't have a clue what happened. No, we just don't have enough information. I mean, she's not wrong. Let's go to the detention center, I guess. October 16th, detention center. Visitor's room. Holy shit, he's huge! What's wrong, Maya? It's him in the flesh. Is that guy really him? What do you mean, that guy? Of course it's him. Will Powers, our client, that's him. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but he definitely did it. Murder, at least once, maybe twice. Whoa, 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 what are you saying? Yes? Something wrong? No. This is getting off to a great start. I know, you're disappointed, aren't you? Disappointed? Oh no. No, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got the part of the Steel Samurai with that mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know? I didn't want to wreck their dreams. Oh. I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I wonder what they think of the Steel Samurai now. Oh no, he's crying! Shit. Oh shit, this was a real case? You're shitting me! No, Marcelino, don't tell me that shit. Now I'm sad. Just why? Why? Why would you tell me that? What? He's a good guy. I mean, he's good. Yeah. He didn't do it. So let's talk. What happened? Maybe you could start by telling us what happened. Yes, of course. It seems like it was only yesterday, actually. It was only yesterday. The cast had come down to Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 that morning. There was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 in the afternoon. But when 5 came around and the staff gathered at the studio, the evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set. They took off his mask and discovered that it was Jack Hammer, dead. He had been expertly skewered with the samurai spear. The samurai spear? Yes, it's a long spear that the Steel Samurai uses as a weapon. Maybe you could explain to me just what the Steel Samurai is. Nick, how could you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this and a bit out of touch with the world. Hey, who's new to this? No, it's alright, really. The Steel Samurai is the lead character in a popular kids show. He walks the streets of Neo-Old Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate. Although, I guess he did defeat him this time. Oh no, please don't cry. Oh, when you read, okay. Don't scare me like that. I see. Neo Old Tokyo, who comes up with these names? Powers, ability, alibi. Now, where were you on the day of the murder? Well, that morning I came to the studios at 9 o'clock. We worked through some action scenes until noon. Rehearsal was to begin at 5, but I was a little tired. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was after 5. I was late for the rehearsal. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here. So he was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder? Some action hero. What will the kids think? I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder. Right, Global Studios. I'll draw you a map. Wow, Nick, let's go! I'm willing to bet $10 she asks for autographs. Marcelino, I swear to the stars above, I will end you. Absolutely end you. I'm only live streaming this because you asked. That's it. Plus, The Walking Dead's not going to be available till 10 tonight, so Alright, we're moving. October 16th, Global Studios main gate. Wow, so this is where they make the Steel Samurai show! Awesome! Are you excited? Hey, you there! I like that the name's Old Bag. You want in? You gotta go through me. Oh, sorry. We're, lawyers. Oh, yeah? Well, that's great. I'm security. And it's my job to make sure that gawkers like you stay out. Gawkers? Gawkers. Sightseers. Tourists. I know the type. You heard about the incident and came to snoop around. Youths today. Something horrible happens and all you could... Oh, Jesus. Bitch. Bitch. Slow down. Oh my god. Nick? Will I grow up to be like her? Please say no. I don't know. It's possible. Hey! Listen when you're being spoken to. Youths today. Okay. So, what do you do here at the studios? At Global Studios, we make children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days... No! You were a star? Only a little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie. Wow, this place has really gone downhill, you know? But 10 years ago, now that it was the studio of dreams. Hammer was a big star back then, too. He was... Hammer? The victim, dummy. The evil magistrate? He's been reduced to playing villains now. Not exactly the best material to work with. Can you tell me about Mr. Will Powers? He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. Little old ladies watching would lose their lunch. That's probably why he thought that the Steel Samurai was his big chance. No one thought he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jack Hammer. We don't know if we're certain that Will Powers is guilty. Powers? Of course he's guilty. How do I know? I know everything. That's my job. Uh-huh. Bitch said, duh? What kind of person was Jack Hammer? What kind of person? Oh, if you only knew. Jack Hammer will live on in many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series. Should I have heard of that? But there was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that. Reduced to playing the villain on a children's program. What's more, I heard they were paying him peanuts. It's enough to make you cry. Reason for suspicion? Why are you so certain Mr. Powers is the killer? I was standing right here yesterday, I was here from 1 in the afternoon to 5, when they found the body. Now the studio where the murder took place is to the left here. So if you want to go to the studio, you have to pass by me. Only one person went by here between 1 and 2:30 when the murder took place. And that person was Mr. Powers. Yes, I saw him. But Mr. Powers said he was sleeping in his dressing room. Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. But he was the only one that walked by. He's the killer. You can bet your biscuits on it. I'm pretty sure it's someone that was probably in the Steel Samurai costume, and she just assumed it was him. That's just my guess. Isn't it about time for you to be heading home? There's nothing to see here. Move along. Actually, we're here at Mr. Power's request. I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request, and maybe I'll just let you in. This lady here thinks she owns this place, obviously. Alright, fine. Going back to the detention center. Hello, how is the studio? They all think I did it, don't they? No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick? Right, not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. So we need... Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you? What? No, I never do that. Earlier you said that you were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch. Yes, like a baby. But the security lady says she saw you that day. She says she saw you heading towards the scene of the crime. What? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise. Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business and I need every advantage I can get. I know, I'm sorry. But I swear to you on my mama's grave, I was sleeping. You know it's serious when they swear on their mama's grave. Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me? What did she see? He doesn't seem to be lying. About the security guard at the main gate of the studio. Oh, the security lady? She's terrible. She called me suspicious looking. Yes, actually she said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask were her words, I believe. She sucks up to all the bigwigs at the studio. But let her see you stumble once and she'll never let up on you. Ugh, she's got some nerve. Do you think you could write up a letter formally requesting my representation? Of course. Powers request attitude. Yes! I just hope this will get me past that security lady. So now this bitch can shut the fuck up and let me through. Now, move aside, bitch. Ma'am, have it look at this. It's a letter of request from Mr. Powers. Yes, I recognize the bold, childish scrawl. Powers request given to the security lady. To think he would entrust his fate to youths of such unreliable appearance. Really? Really? Anyway, you may pass, but only left from here, toward the studios. No going to the right, that's the employee area. No one allowed inside, pal, were my instructions. The good detective told me himself. Hey, Nick. Huh? There were maps in the security guard station. Hey, not bad. Those are 50 cents apiece, thank you. Jesus! Well, time to go, Nick. 50 cents! Jesus, she's losing her shit over a fucking map. For 50 cents? Are you kidding me? Bitch, calm down. I know that it was probably expensive back in your day, but Jesus. I want to check this. So this is the gate. We're going to the Studio 2. Okay. So we're moving. Oh, what the fuck? Studio 1 entrance. Hey! Aren't you that murderer from the other day? Bitch! Ah! It's that confused detective! Hey, pal, you know Prosecutor Edgeworth is all upset and it's your fault. I saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily out the window. So? Hey! If he's depressed, it's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work. Ooh! Oh! Detective? I think you hurt his feelings. Oh no! I'm sorry! Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt. You're right, pal. It's all my fault. I can blame other people all I want, but I know the truth of my heart. Hey, don't take it so hard. There's always the next case. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here? Well, we're on this case too, pal. Huh? Hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait. I'd say he's a character, alright. So let's talk the investigation. So how is your investigation going, detective? Well, Hey, I can't tell you that, pal. Nick, maybe you need to be a little more indirect with your questions. Right, so detective, mind if I take a look at what you got? What I got? The autopsy report, the latest version, if you please. Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal. Ooh, time of death, 17 at 2:30 p.m. Cause pierced through the chest by a spear. Reason for arrest. Why was Mr. Powers arrested? Simple, pal. The murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. At that time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person went to the studio between 1 and 2:30. And that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, ask the security lady at the main gate. Nick, if that's true, anyone would think that Powers did it with that kind of evidence. Thanks for cheering me up. I like that he's just yeah, he's gonna need more than a bandage. He's gonna need some aloe vera for that fucking burn that Maya just How about the security lady? Oh, that sweet old lady? What a charmer. Huh? Are we talking about the same person? When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee. Remember what Powers said? She's a sucker for authority. She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence. What? What's that evidence? What kind of evidence? Well, that her photo. The photo of the steel samurai heading towards the scene of the crime. What? Who took that? See the camera up on that gate, pal? The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign? Yeah, I see that big-ass camera. Yeah, whenever someone walks by, the camera automatically slaps a photo of them. Oh no. Nick, he has evidence. We're finished. Funny, for someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. What's wrong, pal? You seem down. Don't look so happy when you say that. Oh, we'd like to ask the employees here some questions. Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues I haven't already found. Ha ha ha. I'm glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves. Nick, let's go. We've got a free pass to the place. Now's our chance to check things out. But I want that photo. Hey, there's a camera here. That's a security camera. It takes photos of people going to the studio. All you have to do is look at the data and you can see who went where. There's a number plate on the camera. ST1307. That must be the camera ID number. What the hell is that? The studio mascot. I guess it's a monkey of some kind. But what kind of monkey has a nose like that? He's holding a sign in his hand. Right to Studio 1, left to Studio 2. What's up with that thing? It looks kind of busted. Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday and the head broke off. Took that tree down with it too. Yeah, I can see that. Detective Gumshoe, what's down the path to the left? It looks like a tree fell down over the path. Oh, yeah, that way's kind of dangerous. You should stay out, pal. There's nothing down there anyway. That's where Studio 2 used to be, they tell me. They don't use it now, though. No, I want to go over there. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. Hey, it's locked! Looks like you need a card key to get in. It makes sense that they would want to keep the non-employees out. Oh, come on! There's a big welcome sign above the path. Yeah, apparently the studio's fallen on tough times. They started letting people in on days they aren't filming. They make a bit of extra money by charging for admission. Huh. You sure know a lot about this place, detective. You know, you could always quit being a detective and work here. Yeah, and what perfect timing with the studio mascot down for the count. Huh? Just what's that supposed to mean, Bao? Nothing. A little bush. Maybe I'll take a short rest here. Hey, good idea, pal. Detective, aren't you on the case? Well, yeah, but... Hey, us detectives get tired of standing around too, pal. Is there anything else I can look at? So let's go to the main gate. Nick, look! That security lady's in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts. I guess all cops like their donuts. Yeah, and they're soft enough she doesn't need teeth to chew them. Hey, you! Well, are you satisfied? Powers is guilty yet? Ugh. She had to make my life harder by giving that photo to Detective Gumshoe. The computer that runs the studio security cameras. Hey, no touching! Bitch, I wasn't touching! An overhead map of the studios. Right from here is the employee area. To the left are the actual film studios. What's that van? Looks like a studio van. They probably use it to carry around film equipment, probably. The main entrance to the studio. There was a big scene here yesterday with onlookers pressing up against the gate. Now what the fuck? Hey, I need to check out that shit. I want that photograph. Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am? Oh, that? I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know. Oh, just to the left from here is the gate with the camera that took that photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see. About the security camera. Oh yes, a camera. It's automatic. It can tell when someone walks through that gate, see? Then it snaps a photo. Apparently it records the time when it takes a picture too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the computer over in the security guard station. I check them every day before going home, I do. Now I would like to... Can I get in? Bitch, if you don't get out of my way. Security guard station. That security lady must like junk food. There's a mountain of it on the desk in there. I can see the computer that runs the security cameras. Well, let me in! Let me in! Oh, see you later, Marcelino. I guess I can move to the employee area for now. October 16th, Global Studios, employee area. Nick! This is where they do all the behind the scenes stuff! Hey, look! There's Powers' dressing room! No one's there this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around. A window into the dressing room. The glass is frosted, so I can't see inside. Are you kidding me? There's a sign by the dressing room door. Will Powers, must be neat to be the star and have your own room like this. Can I go in? The door to the dressing room. It's not locked. Hey, Nick, let's take a look inside. Maybe we can find something as a souvenir? What do you mean, find? You never know. There might be something like the samurai spear. We don't need a spear. And that's the murder weapon, for crying out loud. The remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak. T-bone steak. That would have hit the spot. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a second stomach just for steaks. What? What? What the hell was that? Oh, this. That must be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment. Wow, Nick, you know a lot about the industry. What else would they keep in a film studio? Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. Huh. It's so normal. I was expecting some cool theme snacks or something. Popcorn, at least. Well, wait, look! Samurai soda! Nick, try this! Ladies first. Oh, I can slide. Oh! What the hell is that? The metal grid on the drain here has been taken off. That's a pretty big drain. A kid could fit through there, I bet. Yeah, if you snuck in that way, you wouldn't have to pay at the gate. Well, if you want to leave that way, be my guest. Right! Huh? Hey, I'm not a kid! What is this? There's a half-finished backdrop for a stage here. Looks like a castle. Probably Neo Old Tokyo Castle. What's this bike for? It looks like one of those electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point? It makes it a lot easier to go up hills. Don't people cycle to get exercise? Is that everything? Alright. Let's go in the dressing room. Hey! Let me in. Alright, so we got to the dressing room. Power's dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping? Or at least, this is where he claims he was sleeping. No one actually saw him taking a nap here, did they? Right, and there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth, for his sake. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. It's locked. Looks like he doesn't open his window much. I guess it's kind of dusty outside. There's some regular suits in among the costumes here. Those must be his own clothes. It'd be fun to wear one of the costumes. I'd say you were already wearing one myself. What's this? A tea set? There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these to the employees. Some tea and cookies. Nick, I'm hungry. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a separate stomach for sweets. How many stomachs does this girl have? What's this? This must be Powers' bag. Hey, don't open that. Look! An employee card key. That must be Powers. It says Studio 1. Let's take it, Nick. Borrow it. You mean borrow. Oh yes, I can get inside now. Alright, coolio. What the hell is that? There's a vast array of cosmetics here. Ooh, this is the wig he used in Samurai Boogie Woogie. Nick, try this on. No. And how can you tell the name of a show just by looking at a wig? I am kind of like samurai movies. Kinda. They always have mirrors like this in the dressing rooms. I see my hair is still nice and spiky. Just how I like it. What the frick? No slide option here. So let's move to the employee area. And we're gonna move to the studio. Fuck this lady. We are going here. Now let's go. This is the studio, okay. I wonder if this car key we brought from the dressing room will work. It opened! Oh right, we're in! She's way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene. Now let's go! Inside! Let's go! Holy shit! What is it? You're real quiet all of a sudden. Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape, it's so real! Well, the evil magistrate did die here, and the steel samurai killed him. The murder weapon was the samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. Does it sound real to you, Nick? Does it? Look, a ladder! That's a step ladder. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. This girl is out there. They outlined where Jack Hammer's body lay with tape. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny, I expect a spear stab wound would leave at least a few bloodstains. I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it. Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in! I've always wanted to sit in one of these. Hey Nick, take a look at that! One of those black and white boards they clapped at the start of the film. And look, a megaphone! A real-life megaphone! Ready, Nick? Action! This girl is more troubled than I thought. What's in this box? What's this? That's a reflecting light. They call it a reflecting screen or something like that. The assistant holds it during filming. Huh. What? Where's your enthusiasm for all things entertainment? Well, lighting is fine, but I want to be the director. Or maybe the Steel Samurai. I think she's being serious. Wow! Look at that camera! That must cost a ton! Yeah, so don't touch it. Whoa, it's heavier than I thought. Hey you! No touching that! Whoa! Sorry, my partner's kind of, you know. You know? No, I don't know! Who are you? Who, me? I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff. Moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people. WP? Oh, Will Powers. WP. I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit. But do what you can for WP, okay? He'd never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry. Leave it to us. So let's talk to you. Where were you the day of the crime? Could you tell me anything about the day of the murder? Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see. Only one assistant? Yes, well, the studio isn't doing so well right now. And yesterday was only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see. In the morning, we went through the action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there, along with everyone else. The employee area, that's where Power's dressing room is, right? Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. Then I saw WP go into his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that. Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room? No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private... What kind of a girl do you think I am? Well, what kind? No, I'm sure you're a fine girl. Sorry. So much for getting a confirmation of Powers' alibi. What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. If WP was the only one who came into the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry. I know you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about. A clue! A lead! Well, I don't know about that, but that day just after noon, I sensed someone was here. You sensed? Yeah. Several times. Some of the studio employees, maybe? No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside. Really? But wait, if someone had to come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, I don't have any better information than that. No, thanks, that helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put that security lady on the spot. So you sense that someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio? Yes, I think. I think doesn't cut it in a witness testimony. Nick, what about the security lady? If someone else came into the studio, she must have seen them. Alright. So let's go. Alright. What? You're still here? Really? You look as though you've seen a ghost. What? I saw that suspicious look on your face. I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go through here between those times? Sure as can be. But we have a witness who thinks there was someone from outside here that day. What? Are you absolutely sure that you were here watching the whole time? Ma'am? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? Eek! Alright, you better tell me, and tell me quick, you spiky-haired cretin. Someone's been complaining about the work I do, eh? We were just talking to the assistant in Studio 1. Her! She's not even a full-time employee! All you youngins are like that nowadays, running your... Oh, Jesus, there she goes again. Oh, well. She left. Well, Nick, this is our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulders. So let's get in there. The computer that runs the studio security cameras. Nick, maybe we could see that photo of Powers with this computer. Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Try it. Okay. Oh god, my hand fell asleep. Let's give it a try. You know how to work these things, Nick. Looks like I just had to enter in a few numbers. Let's see. First, I need the date of the murder. Looks like the camera turned on at 1 p.m. that day. 1 o'clock. That was when the security lady arrived at the guard station. Please enter the number of the security camera. It was STI 307. There. Entered. Hey! It printed out the data for that day. Let's see what we got. I called it! Huh? How is this a picture of Will Powers? Well, he is the one who always wears that suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him. I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Something's printed on the back. Huh. October 15, 2 p.m., photo number 2. What does that mean? Maybe there's more photo data from that day. Nope, that's the only one in the computer. Hey, Nick. Can't we use this photo as evidence for the trial? Yeah, we'll put that security lady in her place with this. Right, we'll put her in her place. Hey, that's what I said. Anyway, let's show her this photo and see what she says. Wait, let's not. Why not? It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon. Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate. Hey, why do I have to be the villain? Relax, it was just a joke. So, are we done for the day? I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady. What? To be continued? Ree! Let's save our progress. For those who are tuning in right now, thank you so much for tuning in, and give this stream a big old thumbs up if you like it so far and you like my shitty voice acting. Let's get this video up to 3 likes. Let's go back. October 18th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 4. We keep changing courtroom numbers. Oh, fuck, we're against Edgeworth. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. I see. Very well. I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well. I call the most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Oh, fuck. Alright. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court? Yes, sir. I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, see? This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, there is the gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder, where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was canceled. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. How about fingerprints and shit? That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to that whole thing again? Let's see. He said in the morning there were 3 people. Jack, Will, and then the assistant. Her name was Penny, I think? Alright, we'll skip it. I got it. I think I could probably remember that. So the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval. Samurai spear added to the court record. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call the security officer to the stand. Oh, fuck. Here we go with this old lady. Old bag. Will the witness declare her name? Oh, God! What is with that face? No, you stop blinking at me. What the shit is that? Stop. God. She has a thing for authority, I forgot. My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. He's like, hell no! I can't, I'm crying. Your name, please. Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. Your name, please. I can't. I'm crying so much right now. Oh, God. Okay, I got this. Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witness to say their names. Wendy, old bag dearie. So just call me Grandma. It's practically my name. Okay. Here you go. Objection! I object to the witness's talkativeness. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. I was just getting to the good part, dearie. Perhaps we can get to the testimony. Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct? Yes, see, I was. And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you? You know your stuff, dearie. Oh, shut your bitch ass up. And you got a wedding ring on, you're trying to be all, ugh. You may begin your testimony. He's fucking done with her shit, too. She sure is one hell of an old bag. Okay, so let's see your testimony. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest have been doing a run through there since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 o'clock when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading toward the studio. You can't have known that because it was just a costume! You saw the defendant then? Very well, let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Alright. So, on the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest have been doing a run through there since the morning. Oh, excuse me. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 o'clock when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5 p.m. Oh, fuck, excuse me, Jesus. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? It seems to me because a certain man walked by me at 2 o'clock. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading toward the studio. So let's present. Taken to the gate. Objection! Bitch! Let me get this straight, old bag, Miss Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. It can't have been him. Look at those pant legs dragging. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Tokyo. This old bag. Is this the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, Sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right? No, they can't. Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. Her face like, oh shit. I know that. I wasn't born yesterday. No one in this court is accusing you of that, witness. He's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you? Humph, nosy old man. Of course I have proof. What? Huh? Even Edgeworth is surprised? The prosecution would like to ask the witness. Please make note all the information in your possession ahead of time. How was I to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look. Wow, old Windbag is speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof then. For fuck's sake, come on. Alright. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his leg. See? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy? He's not dragging his leg. The person in the costume is short as shit. So he has sprained his ankle? Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. So let's see. What was broken, though? I never say anything, and don't mean, mind you. That morning during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. He broke a prop. Sure did. His own samurai spear. You mean the murder weapon? His samurai spear. The murder weapon? Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it. This strikes me as significant detail. I better write this down in the court record. Samurai spear updated. Okay, the murder weapon, a break in the shaft, has been mended with duct tape. Apparently, he sprained his ankle. I'm gonna press on everything, actually. Alright. Trip and fall. Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course. You helped make it better. Did you use duct tape? I kissed it where it hurt. Let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where was the assistant then? Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. You may continue your testimony. Okay. Let's press this one. Who was present at the run-through? Well, let's see. There was Powers, he's the Steel Samurai, then poor old Hammer, the evil magistrate, and me. And what exactly were you doing? Observing. Just observing. What about the assistant? Oh, she was off moving backdrops around and such. So she didn't see the run-through then. Okay. Whoa, I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there is one thing that bothers me. Which is, where is this Steel Samurai costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking through. What? You couldn't find it? So the murderer still has it. Anyway, that's not important. It's kind of important. Edgeworth, you're a shit prosecutor. And it is clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. How is it clear? How is it clear? Are you sure? Are you sure? Wait, what? Are you sure you're sure, Your Honor? What? What? I'm objecting to that. Hold it right there. We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also. Nah, don't you tap your finger like that. Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please? No need to ask twice. Please make him uncomfortable again. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true? The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No, you saw someone dressed as a Steel Samurai. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. So if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be the Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. So let's see. Okay, let me... Back. So this is... He's dragging one leg. October 15th. Photo number 2. Well, where's number 1? The only one I saw. I'm gonna try presenting. This one? Objection! Bitch! Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct? Yes, sirree, Sonny. So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture? And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Right. Anyway, it's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data. Ooh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening. That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2. Even I know that means it was taken at 2 p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny. Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says photo number 2. Photo number 2? The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo? Yeah, that's true. Order, order. Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I wanted to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not one, but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there's only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access, the security lady herself. You watch your mouth, whippersnapper. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers. But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by. Well, yes, that's what it would seem to me. Can the witness explain this to the court? I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help! What are you even trying? That's not gonna work! What are you doing? Huh? But believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either. Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper? Something the matter, Miss Oldbag? Ah, that's right. I just remembered something. Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate? Someone other than the Steel Samurai? Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way. I see. Your testimony, please. Even he's sick of her shit. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day. Miss Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this. Well, of course, Sonny. I've only just remembered it. Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination. Well, I'd say this was a term for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this. Her face says she's done too. Oh, God. Alright, so I'm going to press you on the photo. Press. Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased? A fanboy. Fanboy? Steel Samurai fanboys, real freaks if you ask me. They get information about their rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there that day. Well, wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words. Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside and, well, that's where they come in. They come in through the drain. I told you they were freaks. Oh, and they're kids, children, whippersnappers, and you let them in and didn't tell us why? That's kind of important information. Kids? So on the photo that you erased, it was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade. What? Order, order. Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about 3rd or 2nd grade. Oh yes, Bo. We see his type there every day. Can't stop him. Can't catch him. A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield a samurai spear. Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy. Right. As I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data. Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect. Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time. So we're number 3 now. Mr. Powers? Yes? Tell me straight. Were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go into the studio? I didn't go in the studio. I was sleeping, honest. So who was the Steel Samurai in that security photo? How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really. What? You should take better care of that stuff. I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a Steel Samurai costume. So, where does this leave me? It doesn't look good. You're the only only likely suspect right now. Nick! What are we gonna do? First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this. Right. And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day. Right. But if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey, Nick, it's time. Okay, let's go. And the only one who would take that much time is probably the security lady with the rambling. What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Plus, she was gone that morning, she said. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter? The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went into the studios was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence. But there's still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your thoughts? The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime. Order. Interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Right. Great. As if the stakes weren't high enough. So who is this person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed the murder? The security lady. It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag. Who? The Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than the Powers and Hammer who knew about that injury. The security lady Oldbag. What? Whippersnapper? Order! Order! Is this true, Oldbag? Oldbag? That's Miss Oldbag to you! Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she had no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai's costume, then slid into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes 2, baby. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection to some new damning evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter? The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. He doesn't give a shit about this lady. He really doesn't give a shit. He is ready to throw her ass under the bus. Oh, God. That's great. Woo. What? What's that supposed to mean? mean? Oh, so you all think I did it, is that it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there, do something! What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way. Let's press further. Fuck this. Let's do it! The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers the suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions on that day. But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer? You forget that Mr. Powers likes a clear motive too. Indeed. That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope. Wait just a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy, the one whose photo I erased. He's only a grade schooler though, as you said. 2nd or 3rd grade, was it? That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds tops. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? That boy is not the killer. What? How can you be so sure? And look at her, so pissy too. Oh, or is it to be nice to the kids and mean to your elders today? Whippersnapper. I have proof. Proof? Indeed? Then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder? Well, car key. And the car key was still in his bag. So, fuck it. Let's... Woohoo! The scene of the murder, as we all know, was Studio 1. However, you need a key card to enter the Studio 1. How could a boy with no formal relation to the studios have a card key? I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this? The windbag, speechless. This has got to be a first. Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edwards, please find out more about your witness, Miss Wendy. What was her name? Something old bag, Your Honor. Then the prosecution will look further into this old bag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned. Woo! We got it! Well, wait a second! I'm not going to just sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me! I'm talking. Oh great, stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk. Miss Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony? Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about. Not to talk about? By whom? I like this choice of music, the fucking samurai shit. Huh, you mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk? Well, testify. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free. Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now? Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap and I always do what I'm told. No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. When is the power of the old bag? When is the power of the old bag? Someone please cosplay her. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. This is like the greatest witness I've ever had in the entirety of the game so far. Movie studios wanted to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. Hold it. Who were these people? Well, the director and the producer for the starters. The director. We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director? Of course. Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it. So where were these people? The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime and they had a meeting after that. Where? Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer. Studio 2? The one that isn't used? There was a Studio 2? Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left. The path where the monkey's head has fallen over. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination? Let's take a let's yeah, let's take a break. Your Honor, we have learned there were others at the Globe Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. Yet as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbag, and more information about these other people we have just been told of. I understand, Your Honor. This ends today's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned. Yes! We can get this! Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me. Aw, really? It's nothing. Oh, or should I... We'll be going to the studios to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination. So Nick, have we figured out just who it is and who it was in that steel samurai costume? Could it really have been old Windbag? What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, really. Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers. Poor old Windbag. I feel kind of sorry for her. Well, she wasn't winning any points in there, with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios. Right, we'll be back to visit you soon. Thanks. Thanks, guys. Woo! I think I might have to continue another day. This has been a long-ass stream. Woo! Let's save. Holy shit. We're saving. Alright. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this stream. Make sure you give it a big old thumbs up if you really liked it. Or if you laughed at my shitty voice acting. Thank you, thank you. And I will see all you dudes in the next stream. See